EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get one.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Singletary again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there on the run.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run for it. Chubb. And some room to run now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have moved out in front. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. He's got Gore. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
Touchdown, Browns! Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Chubb running right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 34 yards. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Carr going to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tutu Atwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's David Arnett picking it off, and the Broncos are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Carr now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Throwing his Carr. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it, because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They've got his man, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Carr's throw into the hands of Fan. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get